Hello and welcome to today's stream. Today we are going to be streaming That Hack GU Last Recode, and we're going to be getting into the start of Volume 2, Reminisce. This episode will most likely be very cutscene heavy, so I'm going to be aiming for a longer episode to try and get some more non-cutscene content in. I did go and spend a very large amount of time off screen in the previous volume to A, get up to max level for the previous volume, and B, go and finish all of the different things that did not transfer over to volume 2. So we're going to go ahead and convert our volume 1 data into a save data. And I think my inventory is actually full because I forgot to clean that out. So yeah.
After all that's happened, you really want to stay in the world. Yeah. All that we have is here. You and I. Yes, this place is all we have.
So Saku has either an epitaph or an Ida. Or both. I think both is an option.
The online game, The World, Revision 2. It has now become a place where players prey on other players. A lawless land, filled with an overabundance of PKers. And the PKKer, feared by all PKers, was Haseo, the terror of death. Haseo searched and at long last found his hated enemy, Tri-Edge, but discovered he was no match for him. He was then reduced to level 1 by Tri-Edge's data drain. In his search for a power that could defeat Tri-Edge, Haseo learned of the anomaly known as Ida, and the epitaph users that could resist them. And that lured him towards their power, the Avatars. Bordeaux, a PKer with a grudge against Haseo. Matsu, the 7th unit leader of the Moon Tree Guild. Alcade, the former emperor who fights to regain her throne. Through battling these three, Haseo grew both as an epitaph user and as a person. Upon defeating Endrance, the beautiful emperor of the Demon Palace. Haseo learned that he had been using Ida to fill a hole in his heart from something lost in his past. On the day Haseo was crowned the new emperor, the young girl of Moontree, Adelie, disappeared. In his search for her, Haseo came upon outer space, and at last encountered Tri-Edge. In his second battle with Tri-Edge, Haseo came out victorious. Tri-Edge was broken up into data fragments and was lost. But just when everyone had let down their guards, a vast number of Ida tentacles suddenly appeared. And pierced Adelie's body.
Adelie!
Haseo?
Adelie!
I have to get up. I'll get yelled at again if I don't.
Adelie! Adelie!
If I could only be more like Haseo.
Hey! Adelie! Adelie!
Huh? Where am I?
In an at-home. Ours.
And at home. Ovan told me. And then I started to hear.
Adelie, calm down.
And then.
Adelie! Get away from there!
Huh?
Adelie! Hey, Adelie! Adelie, are you okay? Come on, speak to me! Damn it! Not this again! This isn't happening!
Oh, Haseo. Just leave everything to me.
Come on! Mega!
Don't worry, you'll be safe now.
So how do you feel, Adelie? Are you hurt anywhere?
I'm okay, I think. Huh? What? My voice!
You know, we haven't heard Adelie say anything for a while now.
Maybe her mic is broken.
At times like these, it's best to just log out and reboot.
Okay, I'll just log out now. Huh? I can't log out? Wait a minute. Where am I? Where is this place? I don't know where I am.
This is Raven's.
No, that's not what I mean. This is an online game, right?
Well, yeah.
They're not here. My controller. My desk. My M2D. Where am I? What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Don't worry about your character. Just remove your M2D and... Wait. Wait a second. I don't understand. Where are we right now?
Huh? We're right... What the hell? Haseo, what about you? Where are you right now?
Wait, am I seeing the world directly? But where did my real self go?
Wait, we've got to log out! Everyone log out!
Damn, I can't. What the hell is going on here?
Is this a really bad dream or something?
Calm down. Currently, it appears that all the players in the world cannot log out from the game's master server.
Wait a minute, all the players?
Yes, under the circumstances, it is most likely that the Ida phenomenon is to blame for this.
Wait a sec. Never mind logging out. What I want to know is, are we all really inside the game? But that's impossible. Even for Ida.
Your senses should be informing you that you have now ventured into the game's wondrous world. If you say that this truth is only an imaginary one, then I ask you, where is the real world? As long as they cannot be refuted, there is no end to the possibilities in this world.
Perhaps it's also Ida's influence that's keeping us from hearing Adeli's voice.
What is this Ida anyway? Some kind of bug?
Anyway, we've got to figure out the situation.
Okay, so before I continue, I'm going to say my thoughts. One, this very much makes me think of the Dot Hack Sign series, and I believe it was Tsukasa who was the main character of that, and them being stuck in the world originally. Too, that was a very nice, very long cutscene that recapped everything that happened for well, loosely recapped everything that happened in Volume 1. But let's go through here now, and I'll continue talking after we're actually through this stuff.
Putting aside our inability to log out, it looks as though the game itself is functioning normally. We can use chaos gates, platforms, and save shops as we did before this began. We can preserve our data at save shops as usual, but we cannot check email or forums from outside of the game. We still lack information. I'd like all of you to help investigate the situation. Pi, search the areas. Kun, go and search Lumina Cloth.
Understood.
Got it.
Haseo, search Makanu.
Fine with me.
You're tired. You should rest here for a little while.
Okay. What's happening to me? Oh yeah, that's right. Sakaki. I have to contact him. I have to find him first.
I need to ask around Makanu. I should start by asking as many players as possible.
So now that that's through, go on getting into some of the different thoughts that I had overall. While going back through in my own time to collect various things and work on leveling up, and I forgot how nice they made controlling the speed bike or the steam bike in Vol.2, but going back through everything, I was also looking up stuff from the original series, and I had forgotten that Skaith was a boss in the original dot hack, well, the infection through quarantine saga, and its moniker would be a moniker or an alias. I don't know. The name it had in that was Skaith, the Terror of Death, and that was rather interesting. But let's see, Aroyasha. That's it. I'm dreaming. This has got to be a dream. Must be, because I haven't slept in 4 days and I couldn't hold up anymore. Man, I'm terrible. I can't stop playing the world, even in my dreams. Where am I? Is this really the world? Let me out of here. Help me. I can't seem to log out for some reason, and I seem to be inside the world, and... But, yeah, with kind of realizing that Skaith was one of the bosses from the first saga. I still need to actually sit back down and go and find out if the games I'm thinking of are in fact the first dot hack saga games or not, so that I can go and figure that out. Kasaku, well, why can't I log out? What am I going to do when I have to go to the bathroom? I can't even log out with the logout command. DJ, what am I going to do? We're inside the game. There's no response on the healing receiver either, and I can't use my transformation cancel command either. Hideo, what's going on? Why can't I log out? If I'm not mistaken, we're inside the game, aren't we? But yeah, I ended up kind of sitting there and going, wait, if Skaith is one of the bosses, are all the epitaphs and avatars bosses, and I just simply have forgotten that much of the original saga. Whoop. Okay, as much as the Steam Bike now controls easier, I can also now have incredible moments of poor control. Virgilus. You scared me. Don't sneak up on me like that. Just got a message from Sakaki telling all of us to meet at Moontree. Tippereth. Excuse me. I have something I'd like to ask you. We're inside the world right now. I don't mean that we're playing the world. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to say. You get what I'm trying to say? Actually, yes I do. Sold. Hey, you there. What's going on? What on earth is happening? I'm I unable to log out. Is this some new type of bug? Then I believe I have to go back to the Canard at home, but it might just be that now that I've talked to these 3 groups, the 4th one is available back at the Mercenary District. And of course, I'm going and riding around on the steam bike in part to go and work on one of the Book of 1000s. Since one of the books requires me to spend time on the steam bike, and this is one of the easiest ways to do it. Just riding around the server towns. Whoops. Forgot that they actually have a way to turn around semi-quickly now. Yeah, it looks like I should just have to go to the Canard at home. Yep, Gaspard. Something's gone wrong with the world. Oh man, oh man, oh man. What's going on? No, I did not work more on the Book 1000s because those continue over into this game. So, I've got in the Mercenary District, I've gone the other districts. I now need to head to the Dome and talk to what the Dome. But the hardest of all of the things to go and do to prepare for this was the quest for Vickman to hand out all of the flyers, because you essentially have to hand out a flyer to every single one of the different NPCs that can spawn throughout the world. And granted, a lot of that could be kind of sped up by going and talking to everybody in town once you were done with the area word, but still, that was the thing that probably took the longest. Sagittarius. My friend was PK'd and won't come back. That should be enough Inquisition for now. Seems that a disturbance is taking place in central Makanu. Please hurry and check on it. So let's go check out central Makanu. I believe this is another cutscene. Yep.
Hey, what's going on here? Why can't I log out?
Is this some kind of event? Or someone's bad joke?
Can you tell me what's happening? You're some kind of admin guy, right?
Please, calm down. We are working hard to...
How do you expect us to calm down?
What are you gonna do about this?
I'm terribly sorry. Please, just try to be patient for a while.
So, that guy in the blue suit is an admin. It looks like even CC Corp doesn't have a very good handle on the situation.
Now have some information on the situation. Please come to the Serpent of Lore immediately.
A short mail. Yada's calling me. Let's head back to Raven's Serpent of Lore.
I really would not want to be any of the game masters or admins right now, because there's so much going wrong and absolutely no way to have any idea what's going wrong. Or you have like a Resident Evil Umbrella Corp situation and you know exactly what's going wrong and are freaking out because you know exactly what's going wrong. Either way, you don't want to be in the situation you're currently in.
Hey! You! Why can't I log out of here? Come on, speak up, will ya? Damn it! Damn it! Where am I? What is this place? Why am I actually inside the game?
So it seems that humans who lack morals both online and offline say the very same things after all. Well, it seems that you only act strong when facing those weaker than you. Pitiful. If you're that scared, run back to Kestrel with your tail between your legs. As reported, it looks like those from Kestrel are stirring more panic in the people. Everyone, go support the town's order. We must not let them panic.
Understood.
Adelie. I was so worried about you. Are you okay?
I'm sorry, Sakaki.
What's wrong? I can't seem to hear you.
You see,
Ever since you were killed by a bugged monster, you've been unable to speak?
yes, I know it's kind of hard to believe.
Oh no, I believe it. You're not one to tell a lie.
Sakaki.
I'm sure you know this, but all players are currently unable to log out from the game. In fact, they have lost sight of their very selves. It's almost as if their minds have been absorbed into the heart of the world itself.
But it's just an online game.
That's right, a game. But at the same time, it's also a reality all its own, Adelie. At any rate, we must stop the players from panicking. You will help us, won't you?
Yes.
Good girl. Well then.
So Mr. Sakaki's the only one you can rely on after all, huh?
Haseo!
So it's you, Terror of Death. It appears there are only enemies to be found in your world.
Adelie, why are you here? I thought I told you to stay at the at-home.
I'm sorry. I thought I should contact Sakaki and...
Listen to me. This isn't something Moontree can do anything about.
I see. Are you saying that you can solve this situation?
With a lot more certainty than you can. What's so funny?
Conceit. Don't you agree that it is the lust for power that is most certain to make fools out of people? Terror of Death.
What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. Adelie.
Yes!
I will see you later.
Why did you say that?
Huh?
Why did you have to say things like that? Sakaki, Moontree, just wants to try and solve the situation. They only want to help everyone.
Ida isn't a problem that Moontree can solve.
But even so... I don't understand. I just don't understand you, Haseo.
I'll be perfectly honest. Sakaki was giving me very, very creepy vibes that cutscene, and I can't entirely place why. I'm not sure if I'm subconsciously remembering something or if it really was just his behavior and his tone that cutscene.
I see.
The situation is much more serious than we thought.
Let us summarize for a moment. Ever since the Ida phenomenon occurred while searching for Atali, no one has been able to log out of the game. Furthermore, none of the players have been able to return to their real-world selves and their real lives. And no new players have been able to log into the game. Communications with the outside receive no reply.
Some of the players have panicked to the point where they're starting to get violent. It seems that the system admins can't contain these players any longer.
Yes, the system admins themselves are just as confused. Right now, their real selves are... At this point, we're no different than the Lost Ones.
It is quite obvious that the reason for this abnormality is Ida. If we ever want to return to the real world again, it is imperative that we investigate Ida as quickly as possible. And one more thing. Let me tell you something important.
Something important?
Now that her epitaph has been stolen, Atali's PC data is starting to degenerate.
Degenerate? What is he talking about?
I'm sorry.
But why didn't you tell us?
That's enough. Isn't it obvious? She didn't want us to worry about her. Yada, in this world our minds aren't residing in our bodies, but in our player characters, right?
That is merely speculation. But in this case, it would seem to be the most likely explanation for what we are experiencing.
So this is a world where our minds and characters are linked together.
So, what will happen if Atali's character data is lost while she's in this world?
There is a distinct possibility that her own consciousness will be lost as well.
What? You've got to be kidding me!
What should we do? How can we cure her of this?
Is your head just for decoration? You should try thinking before you make a big fuss.
Master Yada, do we know anything else?
This too is only a guess. But it seems that this place is not really the world as we thought. It is a false world that Ida has created by copying the data off of CC Corp's servers. I believe that the world we are currently inside of is such a place.
So then, this is some kind of a mirror server.
That's one way to put it. Atali, at one time you had the power to distinguish Ida's sound from all others.
Ida's sound?
Come to think of it, didn't you say something like that when we found Indiglut Lu?
Well... If you mean hearing strange sounds and seeing bug-like things, I've had that happen a number of times.
Have you heard that sound after being placed in your present condition?
No, I haven't.
I thought so. It all makes...
You don't mean the young girl's Morgana factor?
Not mean to click the button there.
Morgana factor? What's that?
Master Yada.
It's all right to tell him all about it now. The Morgana factor is the specialized data that makes Epitaph users unique.
Epitaph users are special characters created by CC Corp for use during certain projects. Thus, Epitaph user PCs have data inside them that is not found inside regular PCs.
That's the Morgana factor, usually called epitaphs.
So the reason that we can use avatars is because we have that Morgana factor? I mean epitaphs?
That's right.
Hence, epitaph users.
CC Corp wants to mass produce Epitaph users.
You mean as a defense against Ida?
Yes, but thanks to strong protection protocols, we've been unable to adequately analyze them. We still don't know exactly what the Morgana factor is.
Thanks to that, not only can't we mass produce, we can't even make a copy of it.
So why not just bring the creator in on it? He should be able to take care of that without a problem.
As far as we know, the Morgana factor was not created by any one person.
Well then, how did you get a hold of him in the first place?
We managed to salvage it from the dark abyss of this world.
The abyss of this world?
Each of the Morgana factors has its own name and identity. In my case, the name of my avatar is Tarvos, the epitaph of the Avenger.
Okay, yeah, now I'm almost certain that all of the epitaphs are bosses from the previous saga of games. I'm almost certain about that now because I am almost certain that I remember fighting a boss named Tarvos with... Actually, epitaph probably is the right word, but with the epitaph of the Avenger.
My avatar's name is Magus, the epitaph of the propagation.
As for Aseo, his avatar goes by the name of Skaith. He is the epitaph of the terror of death.
The terror of death.
It's an odd coincidence that it's the same as your PKK nickname. Even with Magus's the propagation, we can't repair the Morgana factor.
Thus, now that she has lost her epitaph user abilities, Atali can no longer hear Ida's sound.
Maybe that's also part of the reason why Atali lost her voice.
Yada, what can we do to help her?
There are no alternatives but to try to recover her Morgana factor from Ida. However...
What?
It will be difficult to trace Ida precisely, now that we are no longer on the actual CC Corp server. Fortunately for us, this Ida server is far from being perfect. This world contains seams in the structure. The fact that we can save our data is proof of that.
That means...
Yes, all we have to do is find them. It seems to me that at this point, our only acceptable option is to infiltrate the Ida areas and conduct a thorough search.
Infiltrate? You mean with just us? There's no way we could possibly cover all the Ida areas between just the few of us.
This is an emergency. We will reach out and ask other players for help.
That's pretty impressive coming from someone as secretive as you.
Aseo, I believe you had a relationship with those at Moontree. You should go and ask them for help.
Moontree? Do you think there's a chance that they would really listen to me?
Moontree would never abandon someone in trouble. That's what Sakaki always said. That Moontree is there to help save people.
I will go and contact Zelkova myself. Pi, I want you to go with Haseo and help with his negotiations.
Yes, Master Yada.
What about me?
Atali, you will stay here.
Huh? But...
If news of that arm were to spread beyond this group, it would only make things worse.
okay.
Off to Moontree headquarters. Don't forget, the area words are Delta setting Eternity's Night Moon.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'll be waiting at the Chaos Gate.
A lot of things were covered in that cutscene. The biggest probably being Morgana factor and the origins of the epitaphs and such. Admittedly, during that whole thing, every time I heard Morgana factor, I kept picturing Morgana from Persona 5. So that was a fun image to have in my head through the entire thing. But yeah, now I'm almost pretty certain that the different epitaphs are the different bosses from that hack infection and all the way through quarantine. Go invite I to the party. So Syllabus didn't get trapped and Heroes didn't get trapped. Bookmark. Off to setting Eternity's night moon.
I'm sure you realize this, but we didn't come here to fight.
Yeah.
I'll handle the negotiations, so just act appropriately and try to get on their good side.
You sure are asking a whole lot of Haseo, I think.
Besides, it seems that for whatever reason, Zelkova has taken a liking to you.
If it were not for the fact that it would probably be pretty difficult to... Oh, cutscene. Everyone's present for the meeting.
I bid you welcome.
Haseo, welcome!
Have you had the chance to read the email from our guildmaster? His name is Master Yada.
Yep, we sure did. Every word.
Good. Then I would like to discuss the investigation of this system abnormality.
You're beating around the bush. Why not try telling us directly what it is you want?
I don't know what you mean.
Perhaps this will clarify things. I'm saying that perhaps you should consider bowing down and gracefully begging us to help you with your desire to escape from the Ida server. Members of GU. You Raven, that is GU members, are conducting an investigation of Ida, are you not?
Some secret.
Mr. Sakaki, I'm quite surprised by... I was not aware that anything like that was going on.
I'm sorry. I felt I should keep it to myself until I was able to confirm it, as it was uncertain information. However, it would appear that it was not far off the mark.
Now, this is no time to be fighting each other. Although our positions may be quite different, our intentions are the same. Am I wrong?
There is no falsehood in my devotion to Moontree.
All right, let's cooperate with Haseo and his friends. After all, we do have to escape from here eventually.
Good. Then we shall follow your directions. Naturally, we have no intention of making GU public. Rest assured.
Thank you.
So, what exactly is it that you would like us to do?
Currently, the place in which we are all trapped is not within a CC Corp server. You must try to think of it as if someone sent us all to a mirror server and then isolated it.
So then, that would be the IDA server.
Our objective is to find the many seams which exist inside this IDA server.
Seems?
Yes. We would like you to help us find phenomena that would normally be impossible to find in the world.
A data irregularity. In other words, you'd like us to find a bug.
That's right.
Very well. We'll take our units, split up, and search the different areas.
All right, I've got to do my best for Master Sakaki. Don't go out of your way just to get Master Sakaki's attention.
Do you people get that?
Whoa, whoa! Getting a little scary there, pansies. Well, Sakaki has decided to cooperate with you. No need to worry about a thing. I'll help you out.
I may as well do some work myself.
Everyone, don't forget to report in regularly, all right? Now, let's be off.
Very well, if you'll excuse us.
All right. See you later, Haseo. Bye!
But how?
So before going through this a little bit, again, Sakaki is giving me very, very creepy vibes so far, and I'm not sure whether it's just his attitude right now or whether I'm just subconsciously remembering something now that I'm playing Volume 2. And the next thing is everybody in Moontree just walking off was very anticlimactic feeling after that. I half expected them to just area warp to a different location. Instead, they just all casually walked off. But back to the conversation.
How does he know about Ida and GU?
Hey, at least we didn't have to spend a lot of time explaining.
Honestly, do you realize the significance of this?
It's Haseo. Probably not.
Orders from Master Yada. Although it's not certain, an area with faint Ida signals has been found. We'll meet up with Kuhn and conduct a thorough investigation of Delta Galloping Settled Desert.
That's a name. And how do you have a settled desert? Or is it? I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of the right desert, but I'm gonna go and double check the keyword. Yeah, desert is in a place typically associated with hot temperature and sands, and not dessert. A sweet thing ate after meal. I could understand a settled dessert, not a settled desert. Actually, now that I think about various deserts, never mind, I take that back. And then it's nice being level 50, because I believe if I had just started this normally, I would have started at level 35 or 45. I can't remember which. But I think 35, which would have been
They're here.
which would have been a pain in its own.
Who are you?
We're searching for the criminals who have been spreading viruses all over this world.
If we PK everyone, We should be able to find the culprits sooner or later, right?
And once we do, we can finally return to our own world and be done with this place. Tough break, guys.
Are you serious? So you're PKing because you couldn't handle the anxiety?
What was that? That's it. No mistake here. These guys are definitely the culprits. Get them!
Here goes.
With the issues that there are for the fact that, you know, if data is destroyed and such.
Those guys just now were PKers from Kestrel, right?
Yeah, this is bad. It seems like everyone's starting to panic and go crazy in the different areas.
Then we better hurry and find a solution before things get much worse. Come on, Haseo. Let's go.
As I was starting to say, if destruction of data is potentially hazardous to the consciousness of people, what is going to be happening in the case of where we're going and taking out Kestrel's PKers at the moment? Oh, more PKers.
Are you nuts? This area is full of PKers.
Perhaps there's a connection between them and the Ida signals. We'd better be careful.
Oh, I love that. Be careful as I immediately start running towards a group that I didn't see. I think I actually just have to go and get the chest this time around. But I was not expecting that this episode would be another time when I'm delving into moralities of stuff and existentialisms. This map is gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna have to fight you guys if I want that chest, I'm pretty certain. I know that they made changes to the weapons, but I don't know exactly what the changes are without going and seeing the email detailing what the changes were. The downside with the fact that I need to read the email telling me what the changes were is that I have to be able to read emails, which requires me to complete the portion of the story with the IDA server. I believe I can move around. I believe I can move around with the charge of the broadsword now. Oh, we've got some Ida.
Haseo, let's take it out.
I got it. All right. Come on. Come on. I'm right here. Sky!
Getting into an avatar battle right early on. Ow. Oh great, enough to hit back. I remember that Volume 2 is when I started actually dying a whole lot in avatar battles. And I don't remember whether it was because they suddenly became more common, or whether it was because they actually became more difficult. Oh. But we'll find out. Luckily the Anna-type Ida are not exceptionally difficult to deal with. And we got a protect break. Ow. I'm starting to remember one of the reasons why I got so good at bullet hell games in the past. It was moments like that, which aren't anywhere near as bad as your average bullet hell game, but definitely helped me get used to them before I started playing a whole lot of them.
Good. That takes care of the IDA signals in this area.
A short mail. It's Nala from Moontree.
I've heard that you are investigating this area as well. I'm sorry for the trouble, but please come to the Beast Temple. You must have discovered something right away. Might as well go and see them. I'll need the symbol fragments if I'm going to Beast Temple. So yeah, I still do need to open the chest. And I am trying to avoid fights partly because right now I don't really care about the area word, well, the possibility to get an area word and such, and also just because I want to get through here slightly quicker and going and fighting everybody while being not exceptionally time consuming overall because of how quickly I'm going through them when I do have to fight them. I still just want to shave off what little bit of time I can for this particular area. Nala's off, stand in front of the temple. And which way is it to the teleporter? Over here. I was starting to say earlier about the original series, and I would kind of like to try and play the original series on the channel in the future. The issue with that being that it was on the original place.
Ah, yes, what perfect timing.
What's this about?
I'm afraid I have no idea. I just arrived here myself, but you can hear voices coming from inside.
I think we should go find out who's inside the temple.
But the original series that I keep referring to was for the PlayStation 2, and I do not have the setup to record a PlayStation 2.
Gabi? But why would Kestrel's guildmaster be...
Ovan!
Oh, it's you!
Ovan, why are you here?
I wonder.
I didn't ask you.
I suppose you could say I was just talking with an old friend.
Ovan and I once pledged eternal brotherhood to each other.
Like I care. Answer me, Ovan. What are you doing here?
The same thing you are.
What?
I'm searching for a way to escape from the IDA server. After all, I don't plan on being here forever. Is that not your ultimate objective as well? As members of GU?
But how? I want to know how you know about GU. Who told you? What is it that you want?
Please, calm down, Master Haseo. I assure you that our objective, and his, is to investigate the IDA server and to use that information to escape. In other words, we are all comrades in arms, and there's no reason for us to fight amongst ourselves.
Investigator? Honestly, Yada is just wasting our time.
What do you mean?
He already knows the means by which we could escape.
What are you saying?
Am I wrong, Pi? If this server was based off of an original CC Corp server, there should be an operation folder somewhere.
Operation folder?
A file that unifies and manages the entire system that makes up the world. If one could control it, one could then make it possible to send character data to a regular server. Yada is the longtime leader of Project GU. Naturally, he would know everything about the world. There is no way that he would not be aware of the operation folder.
Pi! Is that true? Did Yada really know about all this?
That's...
Tell us the truth, Pi. Did that ass really know about the existence of the operation folder and not tell us?
We didn't have any proof. That's why Master Yada...
Proof? Can we afford to take time to look for something like that?
But we don't know the dangers.
Is there any place in this entire world without danger? Now, why would Yada not tell you about the folder? Perhaps it's because he never had any desire at all to escape. Everything felt by the players trapped in this game: fear, sorrow, anger, confusion. This server is filled with such intense feelings. Now, what better place could there be to observe Ida's caustic effects on players and their characters? Yes, that's right. This is his ideal laboratory.
So we're all just his guinea pigs? Neither you nor Yada ever had any intention of saving Adelie, did you?
Haseo, listen.
Shut up! What kind of lie are you gonna tell me now? Using people like they were nothing. Telling them whatever they want to hear. Do you want to know what I think about that?
Haseo!
Don't stop me, Coon!
Stop it! There'll be no hope for Adelie if we fight each other here. Nevertheless, I agree with you, Haseo.
Coon.
We're going back to the Serpent of Lore to confirm this with Yada. We'll talk after that.
Ovan. So, you know Yada too?
Yes, he's an old friend.
Give him my best regards.
We will meet again, Haseo.
This is ridiculous. Everyone's always hiding something from me.
I'll continue with the investigation then.
Please do. All right, let's go.
I love that Volume 1 basically spent a whole bunch of time building GU up as this super secret organization that nobody knew about. And then the first hour of this volume has just been, yeah, no, GU's the worst kept secret ever. Yeah, I knew I was going to get a low rank for that because I wasn't going to fighting people, but I'm fine with that. Oh, I was not expecting to have empty save slots. I was expecting to have to go and overwrite Volume 1 data. That's good to know. But off we go talk with Yada. Then to pick back up with what I was saying about playing the original series, the other issue I have is that I do not know out of the discs I have, what ones are still able to actually be played. I think the volume 3 I have was starting to have issues because the disc got really badly scratched the first time when my PlayStation 2 started dying. And I think it tried to take the .hack volume 3 disc with it. But let's go talk with Yada.
All right, so let's hear it. The truth. Why didn't you tell us about the operation folder?
I was only keeping quiet until I was able to obtain proof. It would not have been right to confuse you all with a mere unsubstantiated theory.
That's a nice way of putting it.
We will now proceed to infiltrate the operation folder and conduct a forced transfer command.
How?
We will use Tri-Edge's signs. These signs possess traits that allow them to be used as transportation devices. In other words, chaos gates that were made by Ida. There are holes in CC Corp's server, and consequently, holes in Ida's server as well.
Master Yada was putting together a transfer program designed to make reverse use of those holes.
No telling how much of that is true.
The only hole we've identified that connects to the operation folder can be found at Delta Hidden Forbidden Bulwark on the Morrigu Barrow Wall. Haseo, Pai, and Kun, you will infiltrate the operation folder using Tri-Edge's sign to gain access. You will then execute the transfer command from the same folder. I have already given Pai instructions on how to configure and execute the program. Head for Morrigu Barrow Wall and investigate the sign.
Understood.
Fine.
Can I talk to Otoli? Can I gift you equipment? Oh, these are both the... Yeah, let's go ahead and give the Holy Garment. Then... I think you already have a buy-in, so do not give that. Give you a watch. At least going
Come
up.
on. Let's head out for Delta Hidden Forbidden Bulwark. The more...
At least update some of the equipment before I can have you be my party again. When I was going and working on leveling and such, I spent most of the time with Gaspard and Piero in the party. And I think I've gotten basically everyone up to level 47 or so, except for Otoli. But Otoli should get a level boost when we can go and add her into the party again later. But first, going off to do more stuff with Morrigu Barrow. Wrong way. Delta Hidden Forbidden Bulwark.
We're gonna go hack the sign and infiltrate the operation folder. Target Tri-Edge's sign.
About sign hacking, a technique used to break the seal on the signs carved into different areas by triage and warp to other linked areas. However, each hack requires a set number and type of data seeds for each sign. Data seeds are a unit of data taken from in-game manifestations of Ida. It can be acquired by fighting an Ida with your avatar and using data drain on them. And we have
We
the
don't
sign.
have enough data seeds.
Jeez, what good is that gonna do for us?
I've just received information from Master Yada about a new Ida corrupted area.
Oh, very nice that would come in at this exact second. According floating eradication.
If we can just keep data draining the Ida in this area, we should be able to gather more data seeds.
I think I need 3 more. But to town. I wonder what level this area word is gonna be. Still a relatively low area word, so I'm actually fine with that. I am fine with having lower level places for now and just being over leveled. I'm gonna enjoy it while I can before the game's like, hey, yeah, we're going to. Oh, not you things again.
You're not getting away.
When I was going and leveling, these things were a pain because they have a self-destruct attack that would basically one-shot my party. And I just got so fed up with constantly fighting them.
Here's our chance.
However, now I'm over leveled and can pick on them. I'm actually doing 100. Oh, that little squatting position is what they would do before they detonated. I'm definitely gonna try and prevent them from having a chance to detonate. And I have things that reveal the map to me. Why do I not use them? Okay. So, looks like this is going to be a way to go to possibly find an Ida. I'm also going to have a whole bunch of area clearing to do if I want to get a high ranking. Let's go and do one more of these. Get back the 5 Kim spears I used. Okay, there we go. Do we have any enemies? Yes, we have more of the Arians. Oh, it really is nice and refreshing to have the enemies be dying really quickly after having to do the farming for levels. I'm just gonna be spending a whole lot of gem spheres on these doors, aren't I? Dear goodness, like every 5 steps it feels like. And we get, oh, nope, there isn't one at the other end of this hallway. I'm probably gonna turn this corner and find another door. Oh, nope. What a surprise. But it seems like this is a dead end with no real reward. That's unfortunate. And should be going right now, so ooh. Got a big chim sphere, or a big chim, so we've got some large amount of chims. And this we're pretty much set for spheres used. Just have to keep pressing through here and trying to figure out where the heck Ida are.
Your guard's down.
I think the area words in this are one of the reasons why I enjoy the aspects of one of the other games that I've played. Okay, I did not like that sound because that was the going to blow themselves up sound that thing was trying to make. And I don't want it detonating.
You're not getting away.
I don't know how resilient I would be to their explosions with me being over leveled, but I don't want to go trying to find out. Oh. Ow. Well, I found out, and luckily I survived them. Which is an acceptable enough answer. Oh.
You're mine.
I kinda wanna be... Okay, yeah, I can go and move around with that, and I can charge it up much longer, it seems like. Could possibly try... No. I was thinking I should go and try my other set of weapons, but for now I don't think that is... I don't think they're high enough level to really warrant doing that, unfortunately. That, and we have armored enemies, so the broadsword is still the best option for dealing with armored enemies. Thinking about that, I do have a new skill trigger, Bone Crusher.
This is a piece of cake.
Yes, Haseo, this is quite easy. It is a very nice change of pace. Unfortunately, this map is quite large, and I believe there are 3 floors to it, which will be a pain. Oh, only got 2 out, but still got a large, so still got a pretty decent amount of gem spheres from that. Whoa. I forgot about this group of enemies here and almost ran into them. Luckily, everybody's being defeated quickly. Oh, I could only... I'll crush you. I could only imagine how much of a nuisance I'd be having if I was going and trying to deal with... Oh, I can Rengeki break him. Not Rengeki break, but Rengeki him. Or is it a Rengeki break? How is it that I've forgotten so much in just a week?
Your guard's down.
But yeah, I can only imagine how much of a hassle I'd be having if I was still doing this with the original Got Hacked EU Volume 1, 2, and 3, because last Recode is very nice in that there's a whole bunch of quality of life improvements in it. One of them being the Chim Spheres. I don't... Really now, Pi? Is this the time to be, like, saying that? Oh, we've got an Ida.
Confirmed. Be careful, Haseo.
This is going to be another Anna. I'm pretty sure all of the fights are... Ow. All of the fights for this are going to be... Ouch! But all of the fights are going to be fights with the Anna Ida until we leave the server. Oh, another laser. Ow! I did a good job of dodging that, but apparently not. You screw off with the laser. I'm not going to get hit by that again. Getting hit by it once was embarrassing enough. Ow. Suddenly I can no longer dodge, it seems. And... okay. I think one of the things that's hardest with that is the fact that you can only move on a 2-dimensional layer, and your enemies can move on a three-dimensional layer, so it can make it difficult to judge where and how the projectiles are actually coming at you and how far away they are. But our data seed.
Haseo, don't let your guard down. There's still other Ida signals.
Okay. Oh, we have the stairs down to the next floor. I think yeah, everything's good enough that I don't need to worry about a platform rest. I don't remember if I have to go and find Mecha Grunty again in this volume or not.
Bring it on!
Oh, didn't get a sneak attack this time around. Yeah. Ow. I wasn't paying enough attention and let him go ahead and just get a bunch of hits in.
I didn't even break a sweat.
I don't know if it's because I'm fighting low-level enemies or whether it's a change, but the awakening gauge seems to fill a whole lot slower this time around. Oh, I'm not gonna let you go and get strikes in on me again. And we finished that fight nice and easily. There, and I should go and use a fairy orbs. Use a fairy's orb so that I can see the second map. Ah, yes, the annoying thing with the different color teleporters to get from one place. Oh, they've seen me. And sneak attack. Broadsword is making these fights so much easier than I was really expecting. Oh, let's not forget that. Yep, we have a steam door to unlock, unsurprisingly. Get through here and go through the one-way teleporter. I'm gonna head up here to see if there's enemies to defeat. But no, it doesn't look like it's pretty much fine to just keep forward. Admittedly, with there's only 2 floors, but that chest up there has to be the beast statue because I don't see a staircase anymore.
Here's our chance.
I got really lucky with that sneak attack since one of them had seen me. And I unintentionally countered the one Goblin Knight's charge. Oh. I'm getting beat senseless. Oh. Their shield block actually was protecting them from a pretty good chunk of damage. That's a bit of a surprise. Alright, yep, we have more item order. Going and getting stuff. It's odd because the map doesn't change directions, but somehow I still get mixed up and turned around and get what way I need to go without checking the large map. Let's go take care of them. Oh, everybody's lasting through this. Ow. He denied my heavy attack this time.
As expected.
What do I... Oh, about changing equipment. Some weapon types deal more or less damage against certain types of enemies. This is called Weapon Affinity. Attack an enemy with the weapon it is weak against to increase combat efficiency. Additionally, you can now change your allies' equipment. Use LB and RB to switch to your allies' equipment. Oh. Huh. I don't remember the weapon. Whoa, that's everybody's seen. I don't remember weapon affinity being a thing in Volume 1.
You're open!
So that'll be something to keep in mind, I guess. So for now, I think I can just ignore it and power through with all the with all the high level damage I'm dealing right now. However, I will definitely have to remember that when we get further in. I'm surprised we haven't encountered an— oh. Speaking too soon, there's another Ida right there.
Ida confirmed. Look out, Haseo.
Yep, it's another Anna battle. Oh. It'd be kind of nice if the hit back attacks would actually go and deal some damage by being properly reflected into the enemy as an attack back at them. And not just a, hey, congratulations, you didn't get beat up by this attack. The dodge attacks, I think, are admittedly the ones I'm actually the worst with. Just because some of them you have to actually be somewhat— ow. Some of them you have to actually be somewhat careful with how you're doing it, and other times it's just mash the button. But if you start mashing it too soon, not too soon, but too late, then it's not going to matter. Actually, no, I think too soon can also be a problem. But yeah, if you don't get quite right the timing to start, then you can still get stuck getting hit by the attacks. I think I had that issue a couple times back in Volume 1. Add a seed E. Do I need to collect 5 of these?
Good. We've got enough data seeds. Let's go back.
Okay, I guess I just needed 2. That's slightly good. I was like, okay, we got data seed B, and for the first one, that sounds like, hey, data seed E. And it's like, do I need more of these than I was thinking I did? But it's nice to not have to go and get more. Oh. Now I'm gonna ignore the Shims. I can't remember what the special campaigns are for this volume. I think they're just repeats of the first volume, but I can't really remember. A wizard watch. Watches be over equipment. Wizard watch, yep, magic. More or less what I was expecting. I missed. Ooh, poison wings. Give me a second while I check what. Oh. So it is just this, except it has poison on it. But mine's better because I've alchemized it once, which means I'm getting a slight bonus to damage. Oh, if we go back to Delta Forbidden Bulwark, or yeah, Delta Hidden Forbidden Bulwark. Metaseeds B and E were sucked into the sign. I love the look of this place.
So, this is the operation folder?
Not yet. We're still in the connecting hall.
So what should we do?
We'll have to get into the system's upper layer.
Wait, something's coming!
Looks like one of Ida's guards to me.
There! Perfect. I'll tear it to pieces. All right. Come on. Come on. I'm right here. Sky!
Ada, Gatekeep. Looks like an Anna, but slightly different. Whoa. Oh, that's a lot of Kobold bullets. I think one thing I find humorous is the fact that Haseo seems to pretty much... Oh yeah, this is... Yeah, that's one of the ones where dodging can be a real pain, but it feels kind of funny that Haseo seems like he's basically always ready to fight something. This feels like it's going deceptively easy at the moment. Let's not get hit by that. Yeah, I know that this is just a slightly more difficult Anna type, but I really do feel like this is going way too easily. Of course, every time I say that, I almost go and let myself get hit by those lasers, so I should probably just stop saying that. Oh. I still get to it in time? Not really. Oh. That was a lot closer than I would have liked. So let's wait till after the gold bullet this time. There we go. Oh! Tried to get me with that while I was distracted by the gold bullet. And such a small bit of health left. Really couldn't have just gotten defeated at that point. Okay. No changing the angle of the can't. Ow. I almost did that whole thing without getting hit. That's... Oh, I just read where the difficulty for this comes in. It's right now. I remember this being a pain because it had slightly more things. I was just constantly getting hit, and once I got hit once, it would just be a chain. Luckily I didn't get hit at all that time, so it went super easily. IDA 12 genome data acquired.
What is this?
I got Von01.
Von01. Ovan?
There may be other gatekeepers showing up soon. Hurry!
So this is the operation folder.
So it would seem.
I really want to ignore the fact that
Please enter your certification ID.
the operation folder looks like a giant Pokeball.
Identification confirmed. Access granted. Please enter your command.
Display the current server status.
Acknowledged.
Execute a program using all of the above parameters.
Confirmed. Please load the program now. Loading. Executing transfer command. Commencing countdown. 50. 49. 48. 47.
Cut processes
46,
239 to 361.
45,
Hurry up and execute.
44. 43. 42. Acknowledged. Processing. Executing transfer command.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but I feel like all the text that was going through in the bubbles was probably...
What the? Look, it's spreading!
What is that?
Hey!
What's going to happen?
Magic circle!
Hey, what's going on?
Is it the end of the world?
Gabby just patiently waiting. Poor Gaspard. But as I was starting to say, I'm pretty sure that the text in all those different bubbles is just end credit scenes kind of stuff looking.
What is this place?
I'm pretty certain I saw mentions of...
Ida. Damn, of all the times. Ugh. Damn, I can't move. Because of these. Damn it!
Azur Balmon. Azur Orca.
Huh? They took out Ida? What in the world are they? There's still something inside. What is that?
Azur Kite.
It's a coffin. Dry edge. I know we've returned to the real world, but... Everything that happened on the Ida server somehow took place in only a few minutes of real time. The one who appeared inside the operation folder was Tri-Edge. There were 2 others besides Tri-Edge there. I'd like to know who on earth they were. They were attacking Ida. Does that mean that Tri-Edge isn't Ida? And also, Adelie.
Let's go take a look at the Crimson Versus forum real quick. Crimson Versus is back. At last. At long last, it's back. The rules and terms may have changed a lot, but who cares? I'm just happy to be able to play Crimson Versus again. Okay, I'm off to jump into this red hot world all over again. This is, of course, the terminology. Unit cards, charisma, cost, junction abilities, trinity. I will probably go and actually read through these properly off stream, since I do believe I do actually need to make a Crimson Versus deck for some things. I don't think I have anything of note on that. Oh, we have a Lost Ground, make it Volgrants. Volgrants Cathedral at Hidden Forbidden Holy Ground. Arc Coolend Waterfall, Land of Origin at Hidden Forbidden Radiation. This sounds very familiar. Morgu Barrow Wall, the Final Gate. Isle of Kings, Brazil. Eternal Paradise. Area where it's done. It is inside Makanu, but you can only go there for the party that celebrates a new Arena Emperor. Oh. I did not think that was a hidden ground. Interesting. World. Server trouble victims. I was inside the game, unable to log out. Cool. Investigating. Okay. That was not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to talk about people who got knocked out during the fight to be ending up as lost ones as well. All previous mail messages have been archived. To view archived mail, press Y within the read mail screen. Okay. There's new mail. CC Corp. Notice. Campaign end. Dear Haseo, thank you for your regular patronage of the world. This is to inform you that the following campaigns have now ended. Ray Mecha Grunty, Jim's Kicker, Lucky Data Collection, Pikmin's Model, and Chase the Bounty. Thank you for playing. If you're not sure why you received this email, please contact our customer center. We apologize for the inconvenience. Notice. Upgrades. Dear Haseo, thank you for your regular patronage of the world. In our latest upgrade, the following changes have been made to the game. Battle. Dual sword actions. The following changes have been made to dual swords. Combo motions. The number of combo hits has been raised from 4 to 7. However, the number of button presses required to use them has not been changed. Charge attacks. You now attack an enemy at least once before using a charge attack. Broadsword actions. The following changes have been made to broadsword. Charge move. You can now move around freely if you hold down A after filling up the charge attack gauge. Charge attack gauge has been expanded from 1 gauge level to 3. Charge shockwave. By filling up the charge attack gauge past a certain point, you will now be able to use a follow-up attack in the form of a shockwave. Use up to 3 shockwaves depending on the level of charge attack gauge. Status effects. The following status effects have been added. Paralysis. Periodically prevent you from performing actions for a set period of time. Seal. Temporarily disables the use of skills. Glow. Temporarily disables movement speed. Note, all of these status effects can be nullified by abilities among other things. That concludes the changes. Please continue to enjoy the world to your heart's content. If you're not sure why you received this email, please contact our customer center. Apologize for the inconvenience. Notice, Crimson Verse is now open. Dear Haseo, thank you for your regular patronage of the world. After a brief down period to upgrade this service, we are pleased to inform you that Crimson Versus is once again available for all to enjoy. You may now use the Crimson Versus icon on the desktop to access the Crimson Versus service. Collect lots of cards, create your own powerful deck, and enjoy the white-hot card battles that Crimson Versus has to offer. If you're not sure why you received this email, please contact our customer center. We apologize for the inconvenience. Uchi Yamada. Conversion bonuses. Thank you for converting your data. .hack GU Volume 2 Reminisce. We are pleased to present you with the following bonuses for your conversion. We have added 5,000 GP to your existing GP brought over from .hack Volume 1 Rebirth item set. We have additional items to your existing inventory brought from .hack Volume 1 Rebirth. If you do not have enough empty slots in your inventory or storehouse, you receive GP equivalent to the value of items. Bonus movies. We have added 3 new movies to the movie player on the desktop. Doppelganger's Weapon. If you defeated a doppelganger in .hack GU Volume 1 Rebirth and got the key item Own King, you can receive the doppelganger only weapon Heinz Invasion by defeating a doppelganger in this game. Please enjoy your time with .hack GU Volume 2 Reminisce. And I did actually go and beat the doppelganger in Volume 1. That was the very last thing I did after I got to max level. Totally. Subject, my voice. I'm very relieved to have made it back to the real world. Sakaki and Zelkov have made it back safe as well. That was truly an unbelievable experience, wasn't it? I still can't quite believe that our minds were trapped inside of a game. So, about my symptoms. I can talk in real life now, but I can't feel anything in the tip of my hand can't feel anything in the tip of my hand. It's in the exact same spot where my character was cracked. I'm a little scared. When I went to the hospital, the doctor told me my symptoms resembled those of Doll syndrome, but he couldn't tell me what could have caused them. I thought I would be fine once I got back to the real world. What should I do, Haseo? Do you have a little time to talk? If you do, please meet me at the front of the fountain in the Alchemy District. Totally.
Her hand is paralyzed, so the real Adderley is... There's no way a doctor can help her. The problem's got to be Ida.
But we will go talk with Itoli in the next episode. I think right now we're at a good end point. We went and cleared the entirety of the Ida server today. So we will go and call it in here. Thank you very much to everybody who came and watched the stream. Thank you to everybody who watches this later as a VOD. Hope everyone has a great day. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on the video. If you enjoy the content I make, please... Okay, I need to quickly transition back. I just realized that the save data says smirk. I was not expecting to see that. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe. I hope you have a great day. I hope to see you in the next video, and we'll end the stream here.